Hey everyone, Niev here with the Rainbow Cauldron, and this is your weekly general reading for January 14th through the 20th, 2018. So this month we are pulling one card from the Celtic Tree Oracle, and that will represent the general theme of the week, something to think about, and 3 cards from the Druidcraft Tarot deck, and that will represent the general flow of energy throughout the week. All right, let's get started. All right, so our first card is Birch. All right, number 1. This is the first card of the deck, and as with most cases with firsts, cards that represent number 1, it represents a new start, a new beginning. And now, of course, it's representative of the new year, but since this is a Celtic deck, it is talking about the Celtic New Year, which actually is Samhain. So while the theme is appropriate, its actual month association is November. So, but like I said, the theme is the same. It's a new start, new beginnings, and that's really great considering the tough week in that we were shown for last week, the challenges we were going to have to face last week. This week we're starting off with a fresh new start, a fresh beginning. And the birch tree, when I first think of the birch tree, one, I think of, you know, the skinny white trunk that it's so known for, with the black patches in there. But I also think of how easily the bark peels away from the tree. And so that makes me think of a cleansing, a casting aside negative thoughts, peeling away the past, and really like having a new start. And so yeah, that's a generally pretty positive, especially if coming right after a tough time or a tough week. We're starting fresh. So let's move on to the tarot cards. All right, so the first card is the Moon. All right, then we have the Lovers. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. So I know this card's out of frame now, but that's okay. And finally we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is my favorite card in the whole deck. I love the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so the Moon. The Moon is the card of mystery, of inward thoughts and dreams and feelings. So, you know, we're starting off this week really having to think about the right courses of action. We're really facing our fears. We're trying to understand before we act. And there's a lot of inward thoughts, and we're being shown the correct path, the exact way to go, 2 opposing forces coming together. Excuse me, and the Moon is lighting a path, but it's all very inward. It's a dark card. It's just, you know, it's telling us to think about and think about our actions before we act, and think about our dreams, think about our feelings, but not necessarily be open with it. There's a feeling of the Moon where we're trying to keep some things hidden. So we're not expressing every emotion we're having. We're keeping things a little bottled up, and thinking really inward thoughts before we act. And then we move on to the Lovers, and of course this is a very, you know, sexual card. But it's also just in general about cooperation and support, because it's loving support. It's of course represents romantic love, and this could be a week where you feel especially close to your partner. But it's also a card about friendship and really celebrating love in all all its aspects. So I just see this as a very supportive card, and I can't help but notice the two animals here and the two lovers here, just a support system here. It's working together, cooperation. And then we move on to the Eight of Pentacles, and like I said, this is my favorite card in the deck. I'm a big fan of the Eight of Pentacles, one, because 8 is my favorite number, and also because it just feels like a crafty card. It's a card that represents hard work, concentration, and really being in the zone, and loving your work. So I feel like this is where we're starting a new project. It's a lot of hard work and concentrating and loving our work. And we're getting a lot of support. We're thinking about our course of action. We're really analyzing those feelings, our dreams, our wants, our desires, and not really expressing all of those, but also looking for support and being supportive, and a very mutual support here. And this is, I think, where we're really focusing excuse me, that energy really focusing that energy and concentrating and loving the new project, the work that we're working on. So all right, so that is the reading for this week. Generally very positive. So a new beginning, and peeling away the past, thinking about what we really want. Being supportive, cooperating, working as a team, and really concentrating and being in the zone and loving our work. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you next week, and blessed be. Bye.